Okay,
Nobody online.
nobody on that, okay. All right, we'll go ahead and call the meeting of the Transportation Technical Committee for the September 16th meeting to order. Attendance, we do have a quorum. And so moving on for public comments, any comments with, I don't see any public members in the audience. We have not received any.
Nope.
And so we'll move on to the approval of minutes for the August 26th meeting. Anybody get a chance to review the meetings the meeting minutes in the agenda package? Any comments, questions? Seeing none, I'll take motion for approval.
So moved.
Okay, 1 and 2, second, okay, Kevin and Jerry. Questions, comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none, so it's approved. Item number 5, approval for referral to the policy committee, amendment number 4, and that's for completing TIP documents modified by the addition of the IDOT district program of projects into the TIP, and that's kind of a continuation of last month's meeting item, right? And I know Jan and Bob want to say anything, any comments?
When I put up, now you know why I never wanted to be a teacher, because can't do the writing on the board part. But this is what happens when you add in the state's program. The total of the program altogether goes up considerably. So from 168 million, almost 169 million to 280 million and change. And then the federal amount out of the total constraint amount goes from 43 million to 136 million. And the state's contribution goes from 17 million to 40.3 million. So it makes an enormous difference. And what happens is that it makes the local contribution, which stays pretty much static, less of an influence than it was just without the IDOT stuff, which we mentioned pretty much periodically. And that's the impact. And other than that, I mean, other than adding in the IDOT program, nothing else changes in this document. It's the same thing, just with new dollars added, because the state's program, which in particular brings in a huge amount of federal money.
Very good. Any comments you want to add? Bob?
No.
Oh, Dan?
No.
All right, questions, comments, anybody? I'll take a motion for approval for this to be referred to the policy committee.
So moved.
Okay,
Second.
okay. Brian, Dan. Questions, comments? Seeing none, those who in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion approved. Item number 6, the MLRTP 2050 update. As you may be aware, we have put the draft document out for public review, and we technically will be up to October 17th for comments, but we asked for public comments to be submitted by October 10th so that we have a little time to work on, if any comments. We have received some comments in, and so we can start working on the comments. And so we'll wait and see. And you all serve on the project steering committee, so we'll have a meeting next Tuesday. That's a rescheduled meeting because of the IDOT fall conference conflict. So hope to see you all there. Questions, comments?
It's going to be in the same building that they have been?
It's the same building. The room got changed, but it's next door. It's 322 instead of 324.
Okay.
Yeah, you see like signs 322. But yeah, it's not the same room, but it's a different room on the same floor.
Okay.
Yeah, 322.
Are they still requiring masks?
I was over there for a meeting just Tuesday, they still would encourage,
Okay.
to put a mask on.
Okay.
Because because I think they do have some clinic or, like patients in and out or something. So I don't know, but we did wear masks. But I sent, thank you for bringing that up. I sent an agenda package to you all like 2 nights ago or something. So the details and the agenda was included. Take a look at it. Primarily, we'll be discussing, just to give the committee a chance and the staff to really focusing on the goals and objectives, making sure you all feel comfortable with those, although they were drafted and proposed by staff. And we'll want to make sure the committee feels okay with those. So that's the more the primary item. As the projects, getting close, as you all know, our goal is for the October the document, the plan. Okay.
Can we find out who caller 1 is, please?
Yeah, caller 1, may I know who you are who just joined?
Yeah, this is Bob Ennis with IDOT.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, thank you, Bob.
Well,
Yeah, and so any other questions, comments on the MRTP? Okay, seeing none. Item number 7 on the agenda, that which may arise, and I have one. So yesterday, some of you were aware we were, along with your assistance and input, MCLPC staff work on the SS4A, the Safe Streets for All, Safe Streets and Roads for All, is federal grants application. So our team worked on it and we submitted yesterday. It will be 4 or 5 months before we'll know the answer. But we appreciate all the support and contributions from the county, city, town, IDOT, and a few others who provide the support. Some in terms of the financial in-kind match, and some have support letters, and so we package them. Grace spent a lot of time on that, and so we package everything we submitted yesterday. So we'll hope to hear from the feds in a few months. And we know it's very competitive. I won't be surprised there are over 1,000 applications, but we apply for the planning grants, not the implementation or construction grant. The federal is like $1 billion each year, and so it's a 40-60 split, meaning 40% will be allocated for planning grants, and then 60 for implementation or construction grant. So
That's a lot for the planning grants.
I personally, I think since the action grant is a prerequisite to implementation grant, so I think in the early years, because it's a 5-year program, so the year 1 and year 2, they're really trying to get a lot of the jurisdictions, municipalities, counties to get their action plan done and adopted, because it's going to take time, right? 1 to 2 years. And so they can get more money, spend more money on the construction. And that's my theory. I could be totally wrong. So, but actually, I'm surprised that they even put in or allocate 40% of the $1 billion for planning. But I think that's how they see it, as planning first and the construction.
And they can get an awful lot of planning grants out of 40% of $1 billion.
Yeah, some are larger jurisdictions, some are smaller too. Yeah, so we'll see. Anybody else? Any other items they want to raise? Questions?
Would it be possible to get a copy of that application?
Sure. Yeah. It was submitted as an online application. So what we have done is that we kind of extract what we submitted and package them. And
So when it was an all like web-based application. So we ended up exporting a lot of those that were web-based, but it also had attachments, and the attachments aren't aren't included when we download those web files. So I've attached those attachments to the web file download. So I'll send it over to you.
Yeah, so
It's a little bit of a crazy, a lot of different pages going on, but I'll get it over to you.
Okay, I appreciate it, yeah.
Same with the raise grant, it has, everything's packaged into one PDF now, but it was submitted in a couple of pieces to the incredibly exotic grant stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish the system,
Make
the
it sound
grant startups,
Yeah.
I wish the system is set up, I'm not an IT person, but then at least at the end of the submission, that you can push a button and say you can print out everything in one PDF what we just submitted. But it's not set up that way. It's like different sections, it's not connected. We cannot like just print. Even for downloading, it's like multiple documents.
It shows that you attached the document, but it doesn't show the actual attached document.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I will attach it.
But we'll send it to you.
Okay, thank you.
And anybody interested, I can do so.
Yeah.
Would you, I don't know,
Yeah, sure.
I don't know, would you be interested? Yeah. That's fine, no problem. We'll read it. Right. Any other questions, comments?
For Ryan, in 27, they got a multi-year program, they're gonna replace the structure on Tawanda Avenue over the interstate.
Okay.
And they'll have, you've got on the bike plan to have a shared use path through there. And I told Tim Brandenburg that's the type of accommodation that you want to use. So kind of give you a heads up so you guys can start landing.
Okay, do you know, have they determined like how many lanes they'll take over, anything like that?
I think it's just a couple, but Tim Brand, you familiar with Tim Brandenburg?
I'm not, yeah.
Okay, he's our structure engineer.
Okay,
He'd be the one you'd want to contact.
okay. Yeah, I might do that, or I'll get a hold of you, just contact, because we've got a development that's right on the west side of that, on the south side of the interstate on the west side that
Oh, okay.
we potentially could get right of way off of, and we need to get right of way off of, but it'd be good to talk with them because it's perfect timing to kind of figure out what we need to get it free, you know.
So, yeah, he's the guy you got hold of. He's in our office.
Tim
Brandenburg.
Brandenburg, okay.
Very good. Any other?
Yeah, I guess the ITEP application would do at the end of this month.
Okay.
I didn't know if anybody was working on the ITEP stuff. Okay,
Yeah, we're doing Route 66, continue down to McLean.
okay, good.
And I know Village of Hayworth is going to apply.
Yeah, they've been asking us a lot of questions, so that's good.
We were going to, but we're not.
Okay, you changed.
Yeah, we just ran out of time. We were originally figuring it would be due the end of October, and they moved it up on us, and we just, the phase one isn't wrapped up enough yet for us to put in the application, so.
Okay.
I think Greg and I had a discussion on that the other day.
Yeah, the phase one's close, but the PDR isn't far enough along for us to really put the application in for phase two engineering and then phase three construction, so.
Okay.
We're close, but not close enough to get the deadline.
All right, that's all I had. Thank you.
Thanks. Any other items you want to talk about, discuss? All right, seeing none, next scheduled meeting, October 21st, 10:30. And so I'll take a motion for adjournment.
So there's
1 second. Okay. Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none, meeting's adjourned. Thank you so much.